Hey there, restaurant recipe lovers. Welcome back to The Daily Dish, a copycat.com podcast where I help you recreate your favorite restaurant dishes right in your own kitchen. I'm Stephanie Vanley, and I've been recreating your favorite recipes since 1995. I want to start out by sending a huge thank you to everyone who's been cooking along with us and sharing their creations online. Those photos really do make my day. I love seeing how you're personalizing these dishes for your families. As a reminder, you can always find the full recipe with step-by-step instructions on copycat.com, and there's a direct link in today's show notes. That way you have everything right at your fingertips when you're ready to make the recipe. Now today, I am unveiling a fast food mystery that has had some home cooks scratching their heads for years. How to make the Taco Bell cinnamon twists at home. And let me tell you, the secret behind these crispy sweet treats is going to surprise you. If you've ever tried making these with regular pasta, you already know the disappointment. It just doesn't work. I had tried making these with regular semolina pasta when they were cooked. Those were terrible. And then I tried it with semolina pasta when they were already cooked. Not very good. You know what? I had to do a lot more research. And what I figured out is that they aren't using a regular pasta at all. They're using something that is called churros de harina, a special Mexican wheat pasta that magically puffs up when fried. I discovered this secret a few years ago, and it was like finding culinary gold. Those churros are relatively inexpensive, too. You can find them at most grocery stores with a Latino section, but you can also order them online. Now, they usually come in several different shapes, but for the authentic Taco Bell experience, you will want the spiral-shaped version. Now let's talk why this recipe is such a winner for budget-conscious cooks. First, it is an incredibly economical treat. A bag of churros costs just a few dollars and makes dozens and dozens of twists. Compared that to buying them at Taco Bell, where you'd pay at least $1 or more for a small portion. Plus, you only need 4 ingredients: churros, cinnamon, and sugar and oil for frying. Now, if you're watching your sugar intake, you could easily adopt this recipe. I would simply suggest sprinkling a little less of the cinnamon and sugar on it. You probably could make these with a monk fruit sweetener mixed with cinnamon. And while the texture is slightly different, it's still delicious. Now, preparing these couldn't be simpler. You're going to mix some cinnamon and sugar in a bowl. Then you're going to heat your oil to 350 degrees. A candy thermometer really helps here. Then add a few churros at a time. And this is where the magic happens. Within seconds, they puff up to several times their original size. It's really fun to watch. And if you have the grandkids visiting, they'll be absolutely mesmerized by the transformation. Once they're puffed and golden brown, which happens quickly in just about 5 seconds or so, you'll remove them with a slotted spoon, drain them briefly, and immediately sprinkle the cinnamon and sugar mixture over them while they're still hot. That heat will help keep the cinnamon and sugar to stick. Now, one word of caution: don't overcrowd your pot when frying. I've learned from experience that adding too many of these at once can lower the oil temperature and result in uneven puffing, and small batches are definitely the way to go here. What I love about making these at home, besides the cost savings, is that you can control exactly how much cinnamon and sugar goes on each twist. At Taco Bell, sometimes they're coated perfectly, and sometimes they're a bit sparse. But at home, you can coat them exactly the way you like them. Now, these are best enjoyed fresh, but they'll keep in an airtight container at room temperature for 2 or 3 days, but don't refrigerate them, though. They'll get soggy. And unlike some desserts, these don't need reheating. They're perfect at room temperature with an afternoon cup of coffee or tea. It couldn't be easier. Now, on one additional note, people have asked me, can you air fry these? And the answer is no. They kind of puff, but they tend to burn before they continue puffing up completely. So save yourself the trouble. Do not air fry these. You got to put these in hot fat to make them work properly. So everyone, I think this is a wrap. So remember, you can find the complete Taco Bell Cinnamon Twist recipe either on copycat.com or by clicking the link in today's show notes. Until then, I'm Stephanie Manley from copycat.com, helping you bring the restaurant experience at home. Why go out when you can make it at home?